It's another afternoon of high school softball. Hi, everybody, from USJ, the campus of the Bruins here. The Bruins taking on the nearby Trinity Christian Academy Lady Lions. I'm Dave McCulley. Stephanie Janda is our producer and director. The executive producer and director today is the very talented Paul Schultze. He also signs the checks. We have to say good things about him. Glad to be back with you this afternoon. We would say that anyway. The Bruins coming in at 4-3, coming off that 12-0 win, the run rule the other day over Fayette Academy. They were scheduled to play this game last week, but the game was postponed because of the inclement weather. And they're playing the first of two that they'll play this week. Thursday, USJ will go to TCA. And leading it off is Elena Perry, the very fine catcher for Trinity Christian Academy. Came in this game today hitting .350. And E.K. Elrod, the junior pitcher on the mound, the lefty, putting on the mask. Here's the pitch. First pitch of the game, and Kenny Perry, the home plate umpire, says outside, ball one. Herschel Wilkes is a longtime umpire down at first base. Elrod, the pitcher. The catcher is Prater. Here's a swing and a miss on a fastball. Evens the count at 1-1. 73 degrees. It feels like it's a little warmer out there when you're in the sun. But all in all, a very beautiful day for high school softball, and we're glad you're aboard on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Here's the next pitch. That's hammered down the, well, not hit quite as hard as I thought, but it's a foul ball. Just past the USJ dugout, which goes over on the third base side. TCA on the first base side. Robert Kraft, four-time state champion. Coached for 15 years at TCA, gave it up for 5 years. Now he's back for the last several years. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball, and it's going to go deep in the hole. Ayers will field it, but that's going to be an infield hit for Perry. Hit just hard enough that Chance did a really good job. She's a nice third baseman, but couldn't get over there to get it. And here is Bradley Kraft, the senior daughter of Robert Kraft. Yeah, four-time state champion, and how about 9 straight visits to the state tournament back in his heyday. Talk to Robert. Joel Ayers, the head coach, assisted by Brandon Pope. Here's a little pop-up out to second base. Ayers will field it and step on the base. And on the fielder's choice, it is Perry out at second base and Kraft's on the fielder's choice. She'll be on first base. One on, one out. And stepping in will be M.J. Abernathy, this junior shortstop for the Lady Lions. They come in today 4-5. The Bruins at 4-3. Coming off the 8-3 loss to Jackson Christian, 12-0 over Fayette Academy. Here's the pitch. The strike on the outside corner. Tomorrow, USJ will take on Fayette Academy in Somerville. Then they'll have Trinity at Trinity Thursday. Trinity Christian has the full week of action as well. Here's the ball outside, and going to be a wild pitch. And advancing to second, I think she would have stolen the base anyway, as Kraft is down now at second base with one on, one out. 73 degrees. The wind, nothing like it was the other day when we were here, blowing in from right to left center. Blowing a little earlier, but now it's pretty well the flag has died out there. Strike, nice fastball by E.K. Elrod. Elrod picked up the win the other day. He really pitched well. She pitched well at Jackson Christian, I thought, in the game we did over there. Just defense failed her a little bit. Really didn't get a lot of hard hit balls off of her, but she hung in there. There's one that's hammered out to left field, left center. That's going to score Kraft. Kraft's going to come around. That's going to go all the way to the fence and scooting into second base. And scoring is Kraft on the double by M.J. Abernathy. Good crowd here today. A nice contingent of TCA fans down to our right, and down to the left, the USJ Lady Bruin fans. Now stepping in will be Haley Lewis. She's be the pitcher today. She's the right-handed hitter against the left-handed hurler, E.K. Elrod. We mentioned E.K. stands for Emma Kate. We always like to work in the names. Always have an affinity for all the kids, guys and gals, with those three names. Although my mother never called me David Michael except when she was mad at me. One on and one in. Here's the pitch. Outside. It's two balls hit pretty hard. One that got by Change down at third base. She gave it a good effort, but that ball was not going to be caught by error. She moved over towards second and couldn't come up with it. Here's the pitch. And then it rolled all the way to the fence. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on the fastball. Appreciate the nice compliments that some of the folks have given us about being out here. We remind you, any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this ball game today without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. That was a swing on an off-speed pitch. That might have got Mr. Perry in the mask that time. Kenny Perry, no relation to the famous golfer in Franklin, Kentucky. If you ever get a chance to go to Franklin, play golf up there, you need to get up there because it's a beautiful course. Not real hard. That's what I like about it. Not real long. I like those kind of courses. But in Franklin, Kentucky, here's the pitch. And check, but not good enough. And a strikeout by E.K. Elrod. So Lewis is caught looking, and stepping in now will be Kylie Kraft, the junior first baseman. So Elrod a chance to get out of the inning. TCA, of course, a chance to add to the 1-0 lead, depending on who you pull for here today. We appreciate the hospitality of the fine folks here at USJ. Shannon's here to our right. Met his lovely wife Taylor earlier. Outfield pretty well straight away. Infield back at second and short. Third and first, even with the bags. Here's the pitch. Ball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shortstop is Ayers. The center fielder is Polk out there. That's your middle defense. Second baseman is Brown. Pitcher is Elrod. The third baseman, we mentioned Shands earlier. Prater, the catcher. First base, Golden. Designated player today will be Fair. That ball is hit hard but foul down the third baseline. Left fielder is Redden. And Keene is the flex player. The other day, Ayers had a 3-run shot, a double, and drove in 4. Polk had 3 hits. Brown had a big home run 2 by Taylor Shands. Meanwhile, that was a double and a single by Prater. That was the big guns the other day offensively. Well, Elrod now with a 2-ball, 1 strike count. There's a ball and it's foul. Out in front of it a little bit. And Crawford fouls it out. Well, it's been thus far 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 still out there. Yet to be determined whether she'll come in or not. On deck is Abby Davis, the 8th grader, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. High. 2 balls, make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the full count down at second. Here's Abernathy after that RBI double. Beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky towards center, left, and right. Maybe some behind me here, but not anything in front of me. There's a ball hit hard, but right at the second baseman, and fielding it out there with ease is Brown. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Lady Bruins coming up to bat. And the Lady Lions lead 1-0. This is USJ Softball today from USJ. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oilwell Road beside Walgreens.
Paul Schultze earning his money today. He's the executive director. He is the cameraman, audio technician, and the lovely Stephanie Janda, a lot better looking than Paul and myself. She is the producer today. Welcome back, everybody. Dave McCulley back here at USJ, where the Lady Lions get 1 across the board in that first inning. And to the mound will be the pitcher, and that's going to be Haley Lewis. Lady Lions coming in at 4-5. Talked to Robert before the ball game. Always good to visit with him. We covered a lot of those USJ state tournament runs with Renfro gals and Yates and Cummings and all those gals. Well, obviously they're expecting Ayers to bunt. The first baseman, third baseman, both are wearing masks, and they are up. I mean, if she hits a line drive, they might be in trouble. There's a ball hit hard. That's going to go, and it is out of here. A home run by Ayers. Well, they expected her to bunt. Instead, she got an inside fastball, and she just bombed it out to right field, and leading off, the home run ties the game at 1-1. Ayers got every bit of that. I mean, every bit of it. She had a 3-run shot here the other day when we were here. And obviously, TCA was expecting to bunt, and they didn't get that. It was a big blast by Halen Ayers. Boy, she's got some good power. She turned that thing on the inside corner of the plate, and I mean, just blistered it out. That wasn't even close. She knew when she hit it, it was gone. Young lady picks it up out there about 10 or 15 feet on the other side of the fence. Here's Maddie Pope, the center fielder. Lewis checks the armband from Robert. There's the ball outside. The catcher for the Lady Lions. Got out there and got that one. That's Elena Perry. Third and first in again. Not quite as much as they were earlier. Here's the pitch, and that's ball right back to Perry, the pitcher, and the second baseman covers and got her. Nice coverage here as the first baseman was in, and the second baseman, nice play there. Very well versed, well coached by Robert Kraft of the game. And getting over there was Murdahl. So that's going to be ruled 1-4 on the put out on the ground out. So 1-4 on your ground out. And that brings up Abby Brown, the second baseman. Shortstop is Abernathy. She's deep. Second baseman Winston Murdahl, her sister, older sister Maria, playing for Bethel, having a great year up there as a sophomore. First baseman is Crawford. And the third baseman is Davis. That's your infield. Here's the pitch. A little low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield out there. Center field is Kraft. Left fielder is Hadrago. And the right fielder is Jenna Joyce. She also plays basketball for the Lady Lions, the granddaughter of Jerry Davis, great friend of mine. Here's the ball inside. 3 balls, no strikes. So Lewis falls behind the third place hitter, Brown. Wonderful day for a softball. Wonderful day just to be out doing anything. I cut my yard this afternoon and told Paul I had trouble getting up these steps a moment ago. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike. Well, he must have got a little bit inside the plate. It looked about the same place, but Kenny Perry says, nope, that's in there. 3 balls and a strike. Good to have you aboard today on the BallGame Blitz, Worthy Road Studios. We'll mention all of our great sponsors throughout the broadcast. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, but foul down the third base line. So it evens the count at 3-2. Jackson State Community College, Jones Chevrolet, Blacksmith Restaurant, Foundation Bank, Thompson Smith Insurance. Also other great sponsors, Aloha Pools, Jackson State Community College, Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop, McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Erickton Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson, Keene Jewelers, Waterwell Solutions, and Dynamics. Some of the great sponsors making it possible for us to be here today. Here's the pitch, and it's nubbed down to first, fielded, bobble, and then throwing over to second to Murdahl. So that's going to be a 3-4 play there. 3-4 ground out. First baseman that time, Crawford, made that a little bit more interesting than it probably should have been. Robert Kraft sort of held his breath momentarily. She bobbled it. Murdahl, though, really good job getting over there and covering. And the 4-3 ground out brings up E.K. Elrod, the pitcher. E.K. standing in from the right side. Lewis will bring it home. 2 outs, 1 in. We're tied at 1-1. Outside and high, ball 1. Both these pitchers have a good fastball. The problem with that is you just got to place it the right way. You hit like that fastball that Lewis threw to air is right in her wheelhouse. And the Lady Lions had a couple of hard hit balls in that first inning as well. Bottom of the first, 1-1. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit hard, but right at the center fielder and drifting under it and right at him. An Adam ball. So the fly out to 8 by Elrod. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. We played an inning. The ones are wild. We're tied. TCA 1, USJ 1. We're back after this 1-minute break on Worthy Road Studios.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We mentioned some of those great sponsors that make it possible for Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz to be here this afternoon. Others that we failed to mention, though, brought to you in part by H&M Construction, Great American Sports, Red Hook Restaurant. Paul's going to take me down there one day and treat me, I bet, to dinner. Carlock Prestige and Fleet Feet. I love all the sponsors, but that Fleet Feet, that's one of my favorites. Something I've been never accused of. Here's Abby Davis, the third baseman. Davis coming in the game today, hitting .381. Here's the pitch. High and inside, and a ball. Davis just looks like a hitter. She didn't move back at all. That was right up around her helmet, wearing the mask there, but didn't really bother her. EK checks the wristband, and she'll come again with the 1-0 pitch outside this time, 2 balls and a strike. So the 2-0 count. Elrod stepping off the rubber in the circle today for the Lady Bruins and Joel Ayers. Brandon the gang. The 2-0 pitch is forthcoming. Here it is. That ball is hit hard into left field. And another hit. So the single by Davis, which is the third hit of the game for the Lady Lions. That ball was hit hard.
Now batting number 11, E.K. Murdaugh.
E.K. Murdaugh coming in. Emma Kate. We've got another Emma Kate. So we got an Emma Kate on the Bruins side. Emma Kate on the TCA side. 1 on and no one out. Here's the first pitch, Elrod to Emma Kate. And on the throw down to second, Ayers covered, but in there easily with a stolen base is Davis. Got a good jump, and she slid into second base. Ayers came across the bag, had to field the ball. The throw was to the right side of second base. I don't think that they got her even with a good throw, to be honest with you. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 on. We're tied at 1. We're in the top of the second. Great to have you aboard this afternoon. Hope that you enjoy the game, no matter who you pull for. Here's the pitch. Foul back, good swing, but got that ball. Elrod did in on the bat a little bit on the Murdaugh, not able to get the barrel of the bat. That's what I'm trying to say. Beautiful complex. We bragged the other day about these facilities out here. I travel a lot with Lambeth through the years and a lot now with Bethel, and I don't see facilities like this at the college level very often. Here's the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Murdaugh right back here in the screen, protecting us here. Guys to my right never flinched. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're 1-1 in the top of the second. Big district matchup today. The first of 2 times they'll play this week. That on the outside. Boy, Murdaugh was really close to swinging that. That was really close to being a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kenny Perry said must have been a tad outside. It looked pretty good up here. And Murdaugh may have got a break. Here's the pitch. That one high. Evens the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Or a full count, I should say. Well, down at second, after the single and stolen base, is Abby Davis to lead off the inning. Murdaugh trying to get her in. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Murdaugh caught looking that time. Good fastball to the inside portion of the plate. And that's the second strikeout of the game for E.K. Elrod. Now stepping in, Riley Hadrago. Hadrago played basketball for the Lady Lions. Riley, just a freshman, played in some big situations for Matt Coble. Strike. Riley didn't like that pitch. I think the Robert Kraft not really enthralled with it down to third base. He's down there in the grass. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That hit high but foul back behind the USJ Lady Bruin dugout. Remember, all of our games are archived to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. Facebook and YouTube. Paul the gang have it covered with USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Union. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No one any better than Worthy Road Studios bringing you all these games. We hope that you'll please support our advertisers and let them know that you appreciate the diligent effort that Paul and his staff do. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Rod. Outside and a little high this time. That was pretty close, but outside and high. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ayers deep it. Short. Shan's about a foot or 2 up. Now she backs up at third base. Pretty well even with the bag. Here's the pitch. That one hit hard but foul. down the left field line. There's a couple of folks out in the left field bleachers out there, or left field stands. They have the lawn chairs. Probably the granddaddy and grandma of some of the left fielder, I would imagine. The shades up here, they're looking right into the sun. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elrod brings it home. High, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Elrod's been a little high with some of her deliveries. And TCA's turned on a couple of those. So it is a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. We're tied at 1 in the top of the second. TCA, the Lady Lions at bat. Strike, caught her on the outside corner. Elrod, that's her 3rd strikeout of the game, and her Drago could not pull the trigger. Here's little Jenna Joyce, granddad Jerry Davis, I'm sure, watching today.
Now batting number 2, Jenna Joyce.
Double J, Jenna Joyce. Here's the pitch by Elrod. Swing, chopped foul right at the plate. Joyce, a little bitty gal. Good little ball player, though, in basketball, and she's playing softball as well. A lot better athlete than her granddad. Probably takes all of her athletic ability from her mom and her grandmother. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Elrod. She's punched out 3 already, trying to strike out the side here after the leadoff single in the stolen base. She struck out Murdahl, struck out her Drago, and Joyce is now in the hole. 0-2. See if she comes right at her. Strike. Got her on the outside. She's got that outside corner painted right now. And 3 strikeouts in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Tied at 1. USJ coming to bat. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
2 good pitchers, 2 good teams, and a good ball game thus far. Welcome back, everybody. Diamond Dave McCulley with you. Here's Taylor Shans leading off this inning. Her dad sitting right to my right. Talk about athletic ability from mothers. No doubt she got that. Her athletic ability from Taylor did from her mother, Linda. Linda told me to say that, Shannon. Well, she leads off the bottom of second. She had a big blast here the other day herself. In the game that we did against Fayette Academy. That was a run rule. And a ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 really good programs. We mentioned 2 pitchers dueling here, 2 really good programs through the years. USJ's had a lot of success, a lot of talent. So has TCA. Here's the pitch. That ball hit over the shortstop's head into center field. And Shans is on with a leadoff single. Second hit of the game for the Lady Bruins. And here's L.K. Prater. Prater had a double and single the other day when we were here. She's the catcher. Prater wearing Derek Jeter's number 2. 1 on, and the second hitter of the inning is Prater. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Into the screen. Pretty good cut at it. LK standing for Lauren Kate, or Laura Kate. I like that name. My daughter's name is Laura. Here's the pitch. Strike. Prater not happy about it, but it looked good here but on the inside portion of that corner. Both pitchers painting the black right now, the edges. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's Perry's 0-2 pitch. Inside and advancing to, I think it's going to be a stolen base anyway. The ball got by the catcher, but they're not going to throw out Shans that time. So let's give her a stolen base. I'm very generous with my scoring, but I think it would have been a stolen base anyway. So the 1-2 count now. The ball got by, but not enough for Taylor to advance to third. She's down at second now. And a chance for the Lady Bruins to take the lead. It's tied at 1-1, bottom of the second. Here's the Perry pitch. Low. See that great center field camera shot? Now you see the first base side. Paul again, they've got the camera set up here. Doing a great job. Paul directing all those camera shots for you. See the shadows creeping over the USJ. Now you see the third base shot. Good shot at Perry, and then the first baseman over there. That being Crawford. Here's the pitch. Sails outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a good at bat right now for Prater. She was in the hole. Now it's a 3-2 count. Third and first, pretty well even with the bag. In a couple steps, short and second. Left field's in pretty much here. Here's the pitch. That ball popped up, out of play. Hits the concrete. Here it hit up here. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. First baseman Crawford shielding her eyes down at first base. Now you see that shot again. See a good shot of Perry. That one fouled right at us. So Haley Lewis, I think we mentioned we called her Perry early, but it's Haley Lewis is the pitcher. Perry's the catcher. I apologize. Haley battling here, and so is the hitter, Prater. They got a pretty good thing going here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tied at 1 on, no one out in the bottom of the second. Bruins trying to take the lead. Lions trying to keep them from doing that. Here's the ball right back at me here. If that screen hadn't been there, I'd have been ducking, Paul. I like the way they've got that screen right here over the windows, though. Yeah, if they didn't have that, we mentioned the other day, Harry Carey used to have the long net. He'd reach out there, with the Cubs and catch the ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 count. I mean, hit hard, but foul. Boy, a good effort there by the third baseman, Davis. But that thing was hit so hard. Whew, that would have blistered the glove, I think, a little bit. That was between the bag and Joel Ayers. Joel now showing the good right arm. Saw Ashley, his lovely wife here earlier. How old am I? I remember covering Ashley's signing when she signed with Vanderbilt from Gleason. Steve Heyman and I were there for that coverage that day. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Not that Ashley's that old. I'm just old. That hitter. Hit her on the left arm. Took one for the team. And Prater will walk down to first. And Joel will say, just.
He's got to go to first. He's got to go touch the base. Go touch the base. Go touch the base. Go touch the base.
Press box helping out here. She has to go down there and stand on first. Now they get the courtesy runner in for, I think. She's favoring that left arm a little bit. Now Joel will tell her just rub a little dirt on it, spit on it, and it'll be okay. Easy for me to say, isn't it, guys? It didn't look like a really fast ball that it got her, but I'm sure it's maybe got her on the elbow. The funny bone, that would hurt. And coming in to run.
Now batting number 15, Ella Golden.
Who's that came in, guys? Who came in to run? Who was that came in? I don't have a 32. Reese Scott. I missed that the other day. I apologize. Thank you, guys. So runners at first and second now after being hit by a pitch. And pitcher Lewis struggling a little bit right now. Backs off. Pounds that ball in the glove as you see there. Stepping back in now will be Golden, the first baseman. Golden, the right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Bunts it. And that's a good bunt. She may beat it out. And a good play by the catcher. Nice play. Coming out from behind the plate that time was the catcher, Perry, who throws down to first and gets her. So that's a 2-3 put out, but both runners advance. So the sacrifice brings them over to second and third. Now here's Fair stepping in. Emerson Fair. Checking the wristband is the pitcher, Lewis. Haley brings it home. Hit hard, but foul down to third base. We've seen a lot of balls both teams have really turned on a lot of balls and pounded them down that third baseline. Most of them have been foul. A couple have been fair. First baseman Crawford comes in. Kylie says something to Haley Lewis. Haley steps back on the rubber from the circle. Here it comes on the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Fake the bunt. Pulled it back and a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Now stepping out. Stepping back in. You see the hitter there. Great shot of her. Emerson Fair. Lewis will bring it home. The Fair. Here's the pitch. And staying alive. Grounding back out down to second. Now he'll come home and they get her. And the catcher held on. It's a double play. So Lewis goes down to first. And it's going to be a 1-3. Then 3-2 put out. A double play. You don't see that very often. And getting a slow break that time, I guess, was the runner. And they get her out at home plate. So no runs. 1 hit. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. And no one left. We played 2. We're tied at 1. Stay with us. This is Worthy Road Studios softball coverage of TCA and USJ. Stay with us, everybody.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Tired of going to the dealerships only to see empty spaces? Then come to Carlock Nissan of Jackson. We have over 60 new vehicles in stock and more coming in daily. You can see, feel, and of course smell that new car smell. Save up to $8,600 off MSRP on a new Nissan. Plus, special APR financing as low as 1.9%. It's all at Carlock Nissan of Jackson. You should already be here.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave McCulley with you this afternoon with Stephanie Chandon and Paul Schultze here at USJ. We go to the third. We're tied at 1-1. Good ball game thus far. That inning ending with a double play. Out at first and out at home plate. The umpire, Kenny Perry, waited a second to see if Perry held on to the ball, and she did, the catcher. Strike on the outside portion of the plate. This is Perry leading it off. How many times in baseball or softball do you see someone make a really good, nice play and then they lead off the next inning? It happens all the time, it seems like. Perry, infield hitter first time up. Swing and a miss. And boy, Elrod hit her well out in front of that thing on a changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. Both of these pitchers, really good pitchers. One a lefty, one a righty. Checking that right wristband. Coach Ayers is sending what he wants to call here or pitched here. High, inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The purple and white of TCA against the Columbia blue, red and white of USJ. Many times we said that through the years, a lot of times. Here's Elrod's pitch. High again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I agree with the guys in the booth here. She's not missing by much. 3 balls, 2 strikes. EK to bring it home. To Perry, leading off the second or third. High. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Let's see who's going to win this battle. Will it be Elrod or will it be Perry? Elrod to bring it home. Both sets of crowds chanting here. Ball popped up. It's going to go foul. Not high enough for the catcher or third baseman. Shans or the catcher, in this case, Prater. Neither one could get there in time. On deck is Briley Kraft, who reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. So the 3-2 count coming in. Here's the pitch. Ball hit hard. Right at Shan. She stuck with it and throws her out. That ball was hit hard. Stayed right in front of it. Didn't catch it on the line shot, but it doesn't matter. She picked it right up and threw over to first. The 5-3 put out. Good play by Taylor. That ball was hit pretty hard. And here's Briley Kraft, the center fielder, the daughter of Robert Kraft, the head coach, 15 years at TCA, 4-time state champions. Sat back and was an assistant coach where he could watch his sons play baseball. Now he's back. Had a nice conversation with him before the game. Didn't get a chance to talk to Joel much today as he was doing the warm-ups. We're both really excellent coaches. Of course, Joel, the outstanding basketball coach here as well. Swing and foul. Nub back over toward the screen. Photographer over there. No balls, 2 strikes. We're in the third. We're tied at 1-1. Diamond Day we did this afternoon. Ball game blitz. Ball. Tried to get her to go fishing, and Kraft said, nope, not going to do it this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson State Community College, they rebranded their outfit over there. They've done a great job. Jones Chevrolet Blacksmith Restaurant. Swing and foul down the first base. And it rose fair, and it's going to be, let's see what the umpire is going to call. Robert coming in, talking to Kenny Perry. And now he's going to go down and talk to Herschel Wilkes, and Herschel will come in. The ball was nubbed right at the plate area. It rolled down the first baseline, then went back into fair territory. The catcher wisely waited and picked it up and threw her out. Or will it be an out? We'll wait and see. Herschel's talking over with Kenny. And let's see what they decide here. And I couldn't tell. What did he call? Foul ball. Bounce off the foot. Shannon said it bounced off the foot. I couldn't tell here as we were watching right below instead of watching the screen. I probably need to be watching the screen more, don't I, Stephanie? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. On an off-speed pitch, Elrod had her fishing, and Kraft fouls out, or strikes out. That is now strikeout number 5 for Elrod. That was a nice off-speed pitch. Here's MJ Abernathy. She doubled, remember, had the RBI. As she drove in Perry earlier in the game in the first. That one, check swing. And it rose down to first. Little cat and mouse, the catcher waiting to pick it up. In this case, Prater. Robert was saying run, run, run. Abernathy got a slow start, but she started scooting down to first. It looked like one of my backyard plays when I used to play. Little wiffle ball. Remember when you played wiffle ball, you had someone's roof was a home run. If it hit the house, it was a double. Here's the pitch. Strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Most young people listening have no idea what wiffle ball is. So no balls, 2 strikes. Sometimes reduce your age. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High. Let a little off at that time again, but good bit of hitting by Abernathy, not going for it. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abernathy trying to get the TCA third, continue to keep it going. Everybody trying to punch her out. Oh, boy, that ball is hit hard. I mean, blistered into center field. And Abernathy has a single. That thing was hit right back where it came from. That's the 4th hit of the game for TCA. Whew, that ball was hit hard. We've seen both teams really turn and really get the barrel of the bat on a bunch of balls. Here's Haley Lewis, the pitcher. She struck out her first time. One of the 5 strikeouts that Elrod has. So had her in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes, but that didn't matter to Abernathy. She went right back where it came from. Here's the pitch. Outside. Abernathy fakes like she's got to steal second, but does not. Prater watching her closely. There's that great center field shot. Of all the shots, that center field shot may be my favorite. Here it is again. Popped up. Ayers drifting back. Has it. And Elrod's out of the inning. So the pop-up to the 6th spot ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. If you like pitching and defense, we got a good one. We're tied at 1. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. mattresses, and bedding accessories, outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We're rolling right along here. We're in the bottom of the third. USJ 1, TCA 1. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon. We mentioned some of the great sponsors, Thompson & Smith Insurance, Aloha Pools. I got a call them. My pool is green. It should be blue. Jackson State Community College, Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop, McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances. And we'll have other sponsors that we'll mention during the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third, and back on the hill or in the circle is Lewis. Redden will lead it off. MK or MP had a double and a single the other day. Redden swings and misses on the first one. Mary Payton, MP. And Mary Payton will step back in on the 0-1 delivery. See a great shot of the pitcher there, Haley Lewis. Here she brings it home. That hit right at the shortstop. Great field and a good arm. Boy, my, what a rock at that time. 6-3 put out. As the shortstop right there on it, MJ Aradathy, and she's had a rocket of that throw there that time. So Redden is 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the third. And here's Ayers. 6-3 put out. You remember what Ayers did her first time up. She blasted a home run deep into the right center sky. Hits this one hard right at the second baseman. Murdahl will get it and has to throw it very quickly. She waited a second or two and then threw it out to Crawford. I'm telling you, you cannot hesitate with Ayers at that plate. That ball was hit right at the second baseman. Murdahl, I don't know if she had a little trouble getting out of the glove or not, but she was a little late getting it over there. But Ayers is out on the 4-3 put out. Here's Maddie. Maddie Pope grounded out to the second baseman. Her first time up. So Lewis, 2 up, 2 down. Strike on the outside portion of the plate. Pope. The center fielder, or she'll step in there again. Here's the pitch. Hit right to center, and right in her tracks. It's there, and that is Kraft coming right up under it. 3 up, 3 down. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the fourth, folks. We're tied at 1-1 here on Worthy Road Studios. Stay with us.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oil Well Road beside Walgreens.
Good ball game thus far. Welcome back, everybody. Diamond Dave McCullough with you. H&M Construction, Great American Sports, Red Hook Restaurant, Carlock Prestige, Fleet Feet, some of the other great sponsors. We mentioned Keene Jewelers earlier. Grover and the gang, our Arrington Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson, the Dynamics. And leading off here in the bottom of the fourth is the first baseman, Crawford. She popped up to second her first time up. Here's the pitch. Strike. Elrod's punched out 5 thus far, and that was a nice fastball. Split right over the plate. Here's the pitch by Elrod, the lefty, to the righty. High. Goes back to the screen here. 1 ball, 1 strike. We mentioned these teams will play again Thursday at TCA. Another big district game. Lady Lions, Lady Bruins. Ball. 2 balls and a strike. A great shot of the crowd there. There's the nice scoreboard there. You have a state champion logo on the bottom of it there. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter in the 4th. Behind short, Ayers drifts back and got it. Ayers can cover a lot of ground. That ball wasn't hit really hard. Floated back there. The wind blowing in a little bit. Probably didn't affect it much, to be honest with you. And so Crawford popped up to second first time. Pops up to the 6th spot to Crawford this time. Here's Abby Davis. She's single and Stowe's second. But TCA left her stranded in that second inning. She let off the second with a single but didn't come in to score. The pitch. Strike. Elrod's got that groove out there right now. See Davis step out. Steps back in there. Here's the delivery. Nice form there by. Didn't miss by much. Elrod missed it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis stepping in wearing the high stockings and the knee pads. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Even if Davis hits that, it's probably a number down to second or first. Shan's even with the bag at third. First baseman. Couple of shots or steps in. Strike. Struck her out. That's the 6th strikeout of the game for Elrod. Well, we saw Elrod at Jackson Christian. Saw her here the other day at Fayette Academy. She pitched well in both games, especially the other day against Fayette Academy. Was taken out after the 12-run lead. But this has been her best effort of the 3 that I've had thus far with USJ. Here's E.K. Murdahl. Talked to her dad coming in today. Check. Murdahl did not go, they said, and I thought maybe it was a strike, but they say a ball. Kenny Perry does. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball out there on that corner, even if TCA hits it, they're not going to hit it really hard. They have to reach for it. She's really painted the black out there all day. Looks like Greg Maddox. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, a strike. Again, the other day I brought up the fact, Paul, that a meme out there that someone said they hired Greg Maddox to paint their house. The only thing that's painted are the corners. That's pretty neat. One of the great pictures of modern day era. 2 balls and a strike. Looked like the same location. She got the strike on a moment ago. Must have been a tad low, I guess. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. And no one on the top of the 4th in a tight game, tied at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ball. And Murdahl does a good job drawing the walk. She trots down to first. Here's Riley Hadrago. I can understand. People on the road this year at TCA struggle with that PA all year. Riley Hadrago. Here's the pitch. Hidrogo. Riley's mom, a big supporter of TCA. Her daughter and TCA Sports played basketball as a freshman for Matt Coble. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Joel is aware of her ability on the basketball court. She'll be one of the people that TCA will build around next year, this fall. It'll be upon us before we know it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch. Outside, sails out there and stays out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a good pitch by Elrod, though, trying to get her to fish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 4th. Here's the pitch again by EK. high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elrod's had that mitt popping even more today than the other game. She's really had strong arm out there, that lefty. Here's the pitch. Strike. Struck her out. That's the 7th strikeout of the game for Miss Elrod. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Robert talking a little bit as he walks to the dugout across the way. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's TCA 1, USJ 1. This is softball presented by Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Stay with us a minute break.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Haley Lewis back in the circle for TCA. She's only yielded 2 hits. One of those a home run by Ayers to lead off the game. Here's Abby Brown. Brown grounded out. 3-4 first time up. Remember, that was the ball that was bobbled a little by the first baseman, and then Murdahl came over and saved Crawford's day. Strike. There's that pitch again. Now Lewis painting the corner out there just the way Murdahl's been. She doesn't have the kind of strikeouts, but she's done a good job of that pitch out there and keeping USJ off guard. 1-1, we're tied. An RBI double by Abernathy, accounting for the TCA run. Ball right back to the pitcher. Goes off for glove, and that's going to be an infield hit. Yeah, it might have been an error. Let's wait and see how the official scores rule that. The official scores in the booth with me. Let's see how they rule that. Well, it's an error. I agree, guys. She tried to backhand it, but probably should have come up with that ball. And shortstop did a really good job not trying to zing it over there and throw it away. And you remember the rocket arm that we told you that MJ Abernathy has. So 1 on to lead off the inning on the error. Here's the Lewis pitch.
Now batting for your Lady Bruins, number 4,
E.K. Orrod flying out to center her first time up. So the home run by Ayers, accounting for the USJ run, the double by Abernathy, the RBI double bringing in Perry, accounted for the TCA run. Here's a ball hit hard out to left field, but right at the left fielder. She'll drift in and get it. Ball hit right out to left field, and Drago drifted under there and caught it. So EK flies out to the 7th spot, and stepping in now will be Taylor Shands, who singled her first time up, had a stolen base after that. But TCA shut him down after that, and she couldn't get home. Here's the ball foul back behind the first base dugout. Shands up there, Taylor. Had a big home run and a single the other day when we were here. Now she has a single in this one. No balls, 1 strike. Taylor steps in from that right side. Here's the Lewis pitch with the runner at first. She goes, and they've got a good throw down there. Let's see if they get her. Nope, she's safe. Slid in there. So Brown's in there with a stolen base. And she's at second now in scoring position in a tight game. A couple of runs might win this for one of these teams. The way these pitchers are hurling, we're tied at 1-1. The bottom of the 4th, here's the pitch. Strike. That ball came in on her. And inside corner, I guess is what they say. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tied at 1, bottom of the 4th. Chan's trying to bring in the runner down at second to give USJ the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Taylor strikes out. Taylor Shantz does, and that's the first strikeout of the game for
Now batting number 2, L.K. Prater.
Lewis, and boy, it's a big one. Here's Prater. Remember, she was hit by the pitch the first time up. She'll step in for the right side, the bottom of the fourth, so a chance for Lewis to get out of the inning with 2 outs and the runner at second. And USJ trying to bring her home to break this tie. Outfielders pretty well straight away. Here's the pitch. Ball hit down the left field line, and it's going to drift foul. Nice play there by the shortstop, trying to get over there and do that. MJ Abernathy is a good shortstop. She covered a lot of ground that time, but not hit high enough for her to drift under it. 2 really outstanding shortstops in this game, Abernathy and Ayers. Ayers quicker, but Abernathy's, you can tell, just a pretty solid player. Abernathy's a junior. Lewis checks the wrist. Now she brings it home on the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard this time. Oh, not foul by much. That would have brought the runner home, but it drifts foul, and Lewis may have got away with a pitch there that time. They bring the ball back in, and it gets by. But no harm, no foul. So Lewis now within a strike of getting out of the inning. Prater trying to keep it going with an RBI hit or just get on the base and bring up the on-deck circle, Ella Golden. Lewis brings it home. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul again. Well, we've seen a lot of hard-hit balls down that left field line by both teams today. Adrago, the ball got away from her a little bit, but she drifts over there and brings it back in. So the 0-2 count forthcoming, the ball gets away again, and Robert's probably telling the kids, look, you're expending energy throwing the ball away. Quit doing that. That used to drive coaches back in my day mad. No balls, 2 strikes. You see Prater stepping in there up in that batter's box a little bit. Here's the pitch. Popped up this time behind the TCA crowd to my right. Good crowd here today for both of these teams. You won't find 2 better schools that support their athletic programs than USJ and TCA. Of course, we're a part of the TCA family as far as doing the games out there with football and basketball through the years. We enjoy that. Here's the pitch. And foul back again. Out in front that time and fouled it back here. Down at second. And going back there now will be Brown. The runner at second, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Lewis trying to punch her out, and Prater trying to keep it alive. Here's the pitch. Ball. Pull the trigger that time, and slow pitch. Good bit of hitting by Prater, who didn't fish for it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Takes nerve to throw that pitch, and it takes nerve to take that pitch. Here's the pitch. 1-2 count. Foul back again. Again, I mentioned Lewis trying to pull the trigger and catch her off guard, and Prater said, nope, going to hold on here and hope I get this call, and she did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Prater doing the Derek Jeter hold the arm up in the air and said, I'm not ready yet. Now she steps back in. Here's the pitch. Again, hit hard down that third baseline. Good bit of hitting here by Prater, staying alive. Lewis is probably out there going, look, what have I got to do to get out of this inning? Crawford comes in and says, give her the heater, Ricky. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Most people that don't know Major League, the movie, would have no idea what I'm talking about. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Lewis. Swing and a miss. Strikes are out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. So no runs, no hits. 1 error and 1 left. We go to the 5th, folks, and a good one. A doozy of a game. TCA won. USJ won. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Again, folks, we ask you to support our advertisers. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be here. There's a lot of folks out here with baseball and softball. Camera folks, producers, directors, Stephanie making the big bucks producing, Paul doing a great job. Here's a pop, and right back the screen right above us here. No balls and a strike. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this game today without the written consent of Paul Schulte and Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited, by the way. They're archived. The games are the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel, Facebook as well. But, again, without the folks that make it possible, our advertisers, we wouldn't be able to be here. There's a lot of things that go in behind the scenes here. A great play by the third baseman. Shands on a diving ball just at the line, and the first hitter is out of there. That being Joyce. Hit the ball really hard. Shands really showing a lot of athleticism. Dove for that ball and got it. Great play. Best defensive play we've had of the game. So to the 5 spot, the pop out, or in line out in this case. And here's Perry. Perry had the infield hit and grounded out. Third to first, her last time up. 4 hits by TCA, 2 by USJ. Both pitchers have been sterling today. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Elrod has, what did I tell you, 7 strikeouts in the game? I think that's right. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Perry had not had a strikeout till that last inning. She punched out 2 to end the inning there. Elrod's had that K going pretty well all day. Here's Elrod's pitch. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If it's on the corner, he's going to call it on both sides, and hitters have to know that. Here's Perry again. In the air. It comes and fouled in the air down to our left. So it remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one on, 1 out in the 5th. We're tied at 1-1. You see Perry jump back and right again. Do I need to turn my volume up? Are we okay? Oh, you're talking about, okay. Here's the high pitch, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Or make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. I need to mind my business and do what I'm told to do and don't worry about. I've got a great producer here and a great director. Here's the 3-2 count. That's got to drive producers and directors crazy when the announcer's trying to do something else other than what he's paid to do. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We have 3 games going on. 3 games going on all at the same time today. It's remarkable. Proud to be a part of the Worthy Road Studios TCA Jackson Christian Baseball, right? Yeah, all right. Here's the pitch. Swing and chop right at the plate. Foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the 5th. We're tied at 1-1. I don't think any of us thought maybe in that first inning that the RBI double by Abernathy would be TCA's only run. The home run by Ayers would be the only home run by USJ. Oh, that pitch has been called a strike all day, and he goes this time for the ball. Press box not happy, but the walk by Perry. And here's Bradley Kraft. George lined out the 3rd. How big's that play down by Shands? That was huge now. And here's Kraft up there. Reached on the fielder's choice and struck out. Tries to bunt and bunts right through it. Well, Briley's growing up in a softball family, no doubt. Kraft family, great people. Known them for a long time, dating back to when we covered the TCA State Championship games. I think we did 3 of the 4, I believe. There was one year we did not able to go. Here's the ball popped up to second, and right there on Johnny on the spot. No play, no problem that time. And Brown fills it. And the foul out, or the fly out, I should say, to the 4 spot. Yeah, we were there for 3 of the 4 state titles. Of course, Ivy and Ellen Winfrow, the great pitchers out there. Here's the pitch. And here's a stolen base attempt, and they save. Ayers got over there and had the tag. She must have got up under it. Herschel Wilkes had a good look at it. He's just 3 or 4 feet from it. So USJ fans not real happy. The TCA fans are. I guess she got under it. So Perry's down at second after the stolen base. 4 hits for TCA, 2 by USJ. It's been a tight game. Murdahl steps in there. Murdahl has singled her last time, or excuse me, what did she do the last time? Up, Abernathy, I'm sorry. Abernathy had the double and a single. Elrod with a base open. Let's see if she comes at her. 2 balls and no strikes. She's hit the ball hard, Abernathy, both times. 3-0. Wonder if Joel Ayers would consider putting her on first here and not giving her anything to hit. I'd be real careful with her if I was Elrod. Abernathy can really hit. Very talented player. Here's the pitch. Strike. Took a little off of it. Abernathy looks back at the umpire, Kenny Perry. Steps back in there. Abernathy just looks like a player. She and Shands, for example, both of them. Taylor looks like a player for USJ, and she does ball. And stayed away from her. And I think that's probably what Joel Ayers said do. Don't give her anything fat to hit. You got a base open, walk her if you have to. Second walk of the inning. Runners at first and second. And here's Haley Lewis. Lewis struck out and popped up to short her first 2 times up. Here's the pitch. Ball, and that's going to be hit into left field. The runner rounds third. She's going to come in to score. The throw to third, and Lewis comes up with an RBI single. And the TCA fans love it. As Lewis drives in, Perry, who comes in to score. That ball not hit real hard, and that's probably why it was able to get down. Into left field. Fielded cleanly out there, but the RBI single gives TCA the 2-1 lead. Here's Kylie Crawford in the game. Crawford popped up to second, popped up to short. That ball was inside. It certainly was, guys, yep. And enough. Didn't get a lot of the barrel on it, but got enough to hit it out to left field. So it's a 2-1 TCA lead now. Here's the pitch. Strike. Outside portion of that plate. Elrod, I don't know her personally, but she looks a little feisty out there. She's mad right now. She came right in there, that fastball on the outside portion of that plate. That's been there all day. Here's Elrod's pitch again to Crawford. Crawford hits this one. And out of play down the left field line. No balls, 2 strikes. Worthy Roads has 3 broadcasts going on at the same time today. People scattered all over the city. USJ Fayette Academy here tonight. TCA Jackson Christian at Jackson Christian, and here today with USJ and TCA Softball. If you're looking for sports coverage, place to be, Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz. That one foul back to the right, over toward the soccer field. We mentioned the other night, had a chance to run into Paulie Conway, the outstanding soccer coach out here. Paul and Simon and I were all at Lambeth together for a long time. Here's the pitch. That one hit down to third, and nice play by Taylor Shands. She gets it, fills it, and they put out on third base, and the inning is over. Well, it's 1 run on only 1 hit. The 2 walks came back to haunt Elrod that time. And it's a 2-1 game. We go to the bottom of the 5th. TCA now has the lead. USJ coming to bat in the bottom of the frame. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Ready for spring cleaning? Don't forget your HVAC system. Somebody needs to clean out all that dust and grime, and that somebody is us. Let McCoy's Heating and Air professionally clean your system so cool air can flow where it needs to go. Schedule now and you can get your cleaning for only $90. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to University School of Jackson. We appreciate the great hospitality of the Bruins and the folks here. Here's Ella Golan to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Ella, sacrifice bunter first time up. Remember, USJ left a couple of folks stranded in that inning, or one anyway. We go to the bottom of the fifth, and it's a lead-off Hiller Golden. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. Shadows creeping over the third base line, the foul line, out toward home plate. Shades of Yankee Stadium, the old stadium. There a few times. Here's the pitch. Swing! I know most of you folks probably watching are Braves or Cardinal fans, but if you ever get a chance to go to Yankee Stadium, go and then go out to the Monument Park. I was more enamored with the, enamored with the players, but enamored with the park and facility more than anything else. 2 balls and a strike. Well, Lewis has a 1-run lead. Let's see if she can protect it, or can USJ battle back? Outside, 3 balls and a strike. On deck is Emerson Fair. Remember, Emerson's the guy that had the unfortunate situation where she hit the double play out at first, and they threw it home and got the runner trying to score. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard out to left. Drifting over there, though, the left fielder, and fills it. That ball hit pretty well. But the Lady Lions, Hadrago hustled over there and caught it with ease. So the fly out to the 7th spot brings up Emerson Fair. And again, Fair hit in the double play. And she'll step in from the right side of the platter. Lewis will peer in. TCA leads 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside and high, 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams in action the rest of this week, including Thursday when USJ goes to TCA. I'm sure we'll see both of these pitchers again out there in the circle Thursday. Here's the pitch. Ball. Good take that time by Fair. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, no 1 on. Center fielder playing Fair pretty deep. A draw going left about midway, and so is George out right. Here's the pitch. And 3 balls, no strikes. Fair trying to get on would represent the tying run. On deck will be Redden, who grounded out to short her first time up. And after that, in the hole, will be Haley Ayers. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Lewis will bring it in. Here's the pitch. Strike. Great pitch by Lewis. Again, on that outside of that portion. 3 balls and a strike. We're in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. USJ battling TCA. TCA battling, leading 2-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball. Low. And a walk by Fair. Nice at bat for Fair. Looking back, that's first walk of the game that Lewis has yielded. Here's Redden in. Redden grounded out to short her first time up. 1 on, 1 out, and a 1-run game in the 5th. Lewis's pitch. Foul. The bunt attempt, and it comes back into the matting back here. Redden had a double and a single the other day when we were out here. Appreciate both coaching staffs getting us the lineups as we got here about 4 today, getting ready for the 5 o'clock start. Here's the Lewis pitch. Strike. And here's the runner going down to second. And she's in there. Went up standing up, which could be a little dangerous, but Farrah gets the stolen base. She's down now at second, representing the tying run. It's a no ball, 2-strike count to Redden. Both teams have had some people in scoring position the last several innings. Tie game, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. 2-1. TCA leads the game by a run. Lady Bruin and Lady Lions softball today on Worthy Road Studios. Here's the pitch by Lewis. And dribble down to third and just holding it there. And a nice play by the third baseman. That's a swinging bunt. It's going to be an infield hit by Redden. Got on top of it just enough to dribble it down the third baseline, and a nice play by the third baseman. Did not elect to throw that ball. Could have thrown it away, and Davis just ate it. So runners at the corners now, and here's the very dangerous Ayers, who's homered and grounded out to second her last time up. So at the corners in a 1-run game, USJ threatening, down 2-1. Lewis battling out there, and Ayers stepping in. Shadows creeping even more now toward the pitcher's mound out there. Lewis looking over at Robert Kraft in the dugout. He's let her know what he wants to do here with Ayers. What do you do with Ayers? She's so dangerous. Here's the pitch. High, and the runner runs down to second with a stolen base. No attempt to even throw down there. So, Redden is down at second. And now here's Ayers with runners at second and third, 1 out. Ayers with Polk on deck. Down to first. Gets her there and going to tag her. And now they got the runner in a rundown. And here's the play back to the catcher. And now they're going to run it back. And they tag to third base. And she's out. Well, second time today that TCA's had the double play. The ball was hit down to first. Crawford fielded it. Tagged the runner out. So the ground out to the 3 spot, and then the third baseman gets the tag out from the catcher. So a 2-3 put out, or 2-5 put out there. Well, USJ just ran themselves out of a chance to tie this game. And we go to the top of the 6th. Your score, TCA 2, USJ 1. An exciting one. We'll be back with the 6th. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Carlac Prestige is not your typical used car dealer. We have everything from a Porsche to this, and lots more. We inspect and repair all our vehicles. Ask us to prove it. We will.
Carlac Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Well, for the second time today, TCA has an inning punched out on a double play. Crawford, the first baseman, did a really good job fielding that and then immediately looked up. And the runner at third was a dead duck and eventually was out. Here's the ball popped up. First baseman says, I've got it. And that's shielding her eyes that time and coming up with it on the nice play was Golden. So the pop out by Davis.
Now batting number 11, E.K. Murdoch.
What looked like a promising inning for USJ and a tough one for TCA turned into the latter, being saved by the double play. Here's the pitch. It wasn't promising, and it wound up not being a tough one. What I'm trying to say, no balls and a strike. Murdahl up there struck out and is walked high. We mentioned earlier her sister plays at Bethel. Really nice right fielder, and she's been hampered with injuries. Talked to her grandmother and her dad before the game today. Maria's tough cookie and a really nice right fielder for the Bethel Lady Wildcats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Murdahl takes this one. Infielders checking their wristbands, seeing what they've told EK to throw. Elrod has 7 strikeouts in the game. But right now, TCA has the better of it, 2-1 game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the Elrod pitch to Murdahl. Hit hard, and it goes right by the first baseman into right field. That's going to be an error. As Murdahl reaches, ball was hit hard, and Golden unable to come up with it, skidded off her glove. Second baseman came over behind her, Brown, but she couldn't come up with it either. Once it got by Golden's glove, it was going to be the runner on anyway. Here's Riley Hydrago. She struck out both times up there earlier.
Now batting number 6, Riley Hydrago.
All right. Good job. Here's the pitch. A bunt, and here's the throw down to first, and a double play. What a play by Shan. She came in there, was playing in, and fielded that thing in the web of her glove. Dad liked it, and so did the USJ crowd. Boy, that's her second great play of this game. Fielded that thing, caught it just in the web of the glove, and then picked it up and threw down to first for the DP. So the Lady Lions have the tables turned on them in this case for the double play to end inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, or 1 error, and no one left. We go to the bottom of the 6th and a tight one. TCA 2, USJ 1. Stay with us. Don't dare go anywhere.
Mention BallGame Blitz Sports Network and receive a free gift.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Poke is up, grounded out to second or first time. Or actually, for the pitcher, 1-4 of the ground out, and then she flied out the last time up. Lewis trying to protect the 2-1 lead, and Polk trying to get on board here after USJ had the last inning to end in a double play. TCA had that a moment ago against them. Here's the pitch. Ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Hey, fans, if you get down to Red Hook Restaurant, we hope you do, mention Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Mention BallGame Blitz, and you get a free gift when you go to Red Hook Restaurant. Tell them that the gang sent you over. Stephanie, tell me the great-looking place as well as great food. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be safe. And Crawford, it came in to field possibly a bunt. Lewis got it and threw it high to her over there, and she did not get back in time to step on the bag. We're going to give her a hit on that. I'm being very lenient, I think. And we'll give her a hit. Crawford got back over there and didn't get the foot down. A high throw. If you ruled it an error, it had to be on the pitcher on the throw, wouldn't it? Yep. USJ only has 2 hits in this game, so 3 hits in the game. So the guys tell me they're going to rule it an error. So the official scores up here rule it an error. Stepping in now is Abby Brown. The tying run at first base. Here's the pitch. And the tying run now is down to second. She's dead duck. Yep, got her. Great throw by the catcher, Perry. She threw a bullet down there. And that shortstop, Abernathy, right there, Johnny on the spot, tagged her right around the neck area. And the stolen base is to no avail. And Polk is tagged out at second base. That was a bullet thrown by the catcher, Elena Perry. High throw, but was there in time and first out of the inning. Here's the pitch. 2 balls a strike. You hear the moans and groans from the TCA fans in the dugout down to our right. He's been calling that a strike most of the day, hasn't he? Called at that time a ball. 2 balls a strike. Kenny Perry, the home plate umpire. Herschel Wilkes down the first baseline. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And a line drive, not hit hard. A floater right back to Lewis. And the pop-up and the line out, soft line out in this case, unassisted to the pitcher. Here's E.K. Elrod. She's flied out to center and flied out to left. The pitcher trying to step in and help herself here, down 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch by Lewis. Fastball low, 1 ball, no strikes. 72 degrees now on a beautiful afternoon here in Jackson, Tennessee. The shadows all the way out now toward the pitcher's mound. Just barely in the circle from the third base side. Here's the pitch. Good take by Elrod. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 good teams, and we mentioned earlier 2 really good pitchers here today that have matched wits and have pretty well done a great job, both of them. They meet again Thursday at TCA. 2 balls and a strike. Or 2 balls and no strikes, I should say. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hammered out to left. Hydrago will not get this. It goes to the screen or to the fence. And turning, Elrod will go into second. Standing up. And a double by Elrod. And a chance for her to help herself, and she did just that. As she's in there standing up for the double. Only the 3rd hit of the game. Make it 4th hit of the game for TCA. And now here is Taylor Shands. Singled and struck out. On deck is L.K. Prater. You wonder if Robert Kraft, if Lewis gets behind in this count, you wonder if he might say, I got first base open, might put her on. Let's see if Lewis gets ahead of the count to negate that thinking. Here's Lewis's pitch. This kid's a really dangerous hitter. Here's the pitch. Strike. No balls and a strike. Shan steps out. Taylor steps out, takes a couple of shadow swings, steps back in there. See a good shot there on your camera. Now the shot from center field as Lewis will bring it home. That is better, I think. Here's the pitch. And the ball dribbled out to first base. Lewis will throw it, and now they were going to bring the runner home, and she is safe. Well, Lewis fielded that ball and threw down to first. Shands gets the RBI. She beats it out. And Joel Ayers had the runner from second going on contact. She rounded third, and the plate was not even close. And the RBI infield hit by Shands has tied this game. Boy, and Elrod never slowed down. She on contact, rounded third. Joel didn't take even a second to even think about it. Sent her home, and the game has tied at 2. Lewis has pitched well here today, but probably would have been better served to not even throw that ball to first. Here's the pitch. Hammered down the left field line, but foul. Prater. Laura Kate. Now Crawford, the first baseman, comes in, talks to Lewis a little bit. Abernathy throws the ball back into the circle. Third baseman. Davis playing even with maybe a step in. Abernathy back at short. Murdahl back at second, regular positions. We'll let you know we're doing a softball game. We'll get back with you. That ball is hit by the pitch is the batter. The batter is hit by the pitch. Prater That was a slow curve. It never curved, and Prater said, I'll take one for the team. That's the second time she's been hit by a pitch. 5 times this season. Taking one for the team. That's right. And Robert Kraft's going to go to the mound. He's going to talk it over with Lewis. See if he makes a change here, or he's just going to talk it over and say, settle down here, kiddos. Well, USJ's rallied. They've tied the game at 2. Now they have Prater hit by that pitch. And Chance comes through with a big RBI hit. Didn't hit it hard, but made contact. Beat it out at first. Then the first baseman, Crawford, couldn't get it to the plate in time to the catcher, Perry. So Chance down at second. At first is Prater. That was not the governor calling, guys. That was my son. Here's the batter stepping in now will be Golden. Golden, the first baseman. Had a sack her first time up, flied out to left the last time. A chance to put USJ ahead here. The game is tied at 2. Here's Lewis's pitch. And hit the center field. That's going to bring the runner home. Chance will around third and score. She's going to come in and score. The runner goes to third. And now the runner, Golden, will take second. And the RBI hit. And USJ has rallied and leads this game now 3-2. Golden comes through with an RBI single to center. Nice throw by the center fielder that time, Kraft, but not in time. And the runners advance to second and third, and Joel Ayers is going to come in and talk to the umpire, Kenny Perry. Kenny making a notation. Kenny not related to Kenny Perry of Kentucky fame. You'll go over there and tell Lauren Raines is coming in. All right, thank you, guys. Lauren played here the other day. And Lauren, a chance now to extend the TCA lead. They've rallied, the Lady Bruins have, with 2 runs here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Lewis has really pitched well, but TCA has, or USJ's put 2 on the board. A couple of big hits. Here's the pitch. Strike. No balls, 1 strike. Well-played game by both teams. Both of them have had a couple of errors, but for the most part, it's been a pitcher's duel today, and USJ's come off the deck and now leads the game 3-2. Looking back at this inning, here's the pitch. Ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Remember the double by Elrod. 2-out double by Elrod, yes. And then Chance comes up with a big play. That was actually an infield hit before Elrod. So this one is 2 balls and 1 strike. Raines stepping in there from the right side. A hit would bring 2 home. An out would send the game to the 7th. Only a 1-run lead by USJ. Who's going to win this battle? 2 balls and a strike. Hitter's count here for Raines. Here's Lewis's pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raines' battle. She and Elrod have really pitched well here today. Raines getting her composure back a little bit, stepping back off the rubber in the circle there. See a great shot of Raines stepping in there. Crowd behind her, cheering on. Here's the pitch. Stayed alive. Hit that one off to the right and stayed alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. I don't believe in betting. We are broadcasting for 2 Christian schools, but if you go the horse races, bet on the second horse in the second race. 2-2 count, 2 on, 2 out, and a 1-run game. Here's Lewis's pitch. Ball. A little low, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Raines trying to extend the lead by USJ. They've rallied with 2 here in the 6th. The teams meet again Thursday at TCA. Probably going to be another Donnybrook of a game. Here's the 3-2 pitch by Lewis to Raines. Here it is. And the ball gets by the catcher, and a run's going to score on the walk. How about that? Raines, a good piece of hitting, gets the walk. And the runner from third broke as the ball got by the catcher. I didn't see it on the screen, guys. Is that a pass ball or a wild pitch? We'll wait the official scores. And here's Emerson coming back in for Rain. She gets a good hand from the USJ crowd as she had a good at bat. So runners now at the corners in a 4-2 game. Boy, looking back at this inning, it's been Polk, the infield hit. Brown, flied out. Elrod doubled. Shands had the hit that brought in the tying run. Prater hit by a pitch. Goal in the RBI single, and now the runner scores on a pass ball. Stolen base in there as well. Yeah, you're right, Paul. 4-2, and the runner goes down to second on the stolen base. Yep, we've had several of those today. 4-2, TCA trying to keep it just to a 2-run deficit. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a line drive. Abernathy gets it, flips it over on the hill. We're in the circle, and the inning ends. The Bruins will sort it out in a minute. They come back and rally with 3. We go to the top of the 7th. USJ leads the game 4-2. Stay with us on the BallGame Blitz.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oil Well Road beside Walgreens.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Well, during the break, put me in, coach. They didn't put me in yet, but here's Jenna Joyce stepping in. Her granddad, Jerry Davis, watching the game today. 4-2 your ball game. USJ rallied with three runs and 2 hits. Hit batter. Joyce swings and misses. Jenna has struck out and popped up. Remember that great play that Shands made down at third base. It's a 4-2 game. Elrod helped herself with a 2-out double, and then the inning exploded for USJ. 1 ball, no strikes. So Elrod, chance to be the winner here today and be the hero with that double that jump-started that offense there in the inning a moment ago. Here's Joyce this time, takes it. 2 balls and a strike. Joyce trying to get on to get the tying run to the plate. Elrod trying to not give any barter to TCA with the free pass. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Maybe tip that one back toward the screen. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Glad you're aboard this afternoon. Don't forget H&M Construction, Great American Sports, Red Hook Restaurant. Go in there and tell them that the BallGame Blitz sent you. You get a free gift. Carlock Prestige and Fleet Feet. Get those Fleet Feet going to Red Hook Restaurant. Here's the pitch. High, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Aloha Pools, Jackson State Community College, Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop, McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Erickton Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson, King Jewelers, Dynamics. Here's a strike on the outside portion of the plate. That pitch has been there for Elrod all day. That is her 8th strikeout of the game. 1 up, 1 down. We go now to Elena Perry. The guys were talking in the booth here a moment ago. They wanted a 1-2-3 inning. They don't want anyone to get on because it would be Abernathy at the plate representing the tying run. What's Abernathy done today? How about a double, a single, and a walk? She did everything hard except that walk. She got the free pass. And remember, that was one of those that I think Joel Ayers told Elrod, don't give her anything to hit. Had the base open. Ball sails outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the 7th and a 4-2 USJ lead. Here's the pitch. Strike. He's been consistent with that pitch by both pitchers all day long. If it's near that corner, he's called it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Strike. There it is again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, I tell the umpires at Bethel all the time, baseball and softball, especially baseball, long double hitters. Tell the hitters when they go up there, be swinging because the plate's going to be really wide today. That's what I tell them at Bethel every day. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Shans will drift back and gets it. And 2 up, 2 down. So here is Kraft trying to keep the game alive for the Lady Lions of TCA. They came in today 4-5. Bruins at 4-3. And here's Kraft stepping in. She's reached on a fielder's choice, struck out, and popped up to second. Elrod within an out of winning. Here's the pitch. Had some zing on that one. Overthrew it a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes. Elrod adjusts the mask, checks the right wristband, swings and brings it in. Hit hard, and that's going to be a base hit. Boy, I'll tell you, Kraft took it right back where it was pitched from, and I mean, it went right by Elrod. No chance to get that. And here now is that tying run we talked about, MJ Abernathy. Well, if you ask Robert Kraft, if you're down 2 runs in the last at bat with only 1 out remaining, he would say, give me Abernathy, and that's what he's got. Elrod will bring it in. Ball a little outside. She looks back at Kenny Perry. 1 ball, no strikes. We mentioned Shans and we mentioned Ayers and this kid here, Abernathy. They just look like players, don't they? Here's the pitch. High, 2 balls, no strikes. Well, the tying run at the plate, I'm not sure Joel is probably going to say, Elrod, EK, don't give her anything real fat. Keep it on the outside portion of the plate maybe. Here's the Elrod 2-0 pitch. High, 3 balls, no strikes. Being very careful with her. On deck is Haley Lewis. Has struck out, popped up to short, and an RBI single her last time up. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And walks her. And Abernathy maybe had thought that was a strike. She hesitated. I guess he's had a tad high, but he walks her. That's Abernathy's second walk of the game. She looked around at Kenny Perry and said, Coach, are you sure, sir? Here is something to that effect. Here's Lewis. Hey to the pitcher. Well, Elrod helped herself. Now Lewis can help herself, the TCA hurler. 2 on in a 2-run deficit. Here's the pitch to Lewis. Outside, a tad. 1 ball, no strikes. See the shadows now creeping even over toward first base. Great shot there is Elrod. Pounds that ball in that mitt. Steps back in the circle there. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up. And that is going to be caught and ends the game. Nice play by Golden as she drifted over in front of the TCA dugout. And this game is over. The pop out to first to the 3 spot. And that ends the game with a late rally by USJ. And they win the game 4-2. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back. Put a cap on this one and get you ready for other action throughout the week. Stay with us on the BallGame Blitz, everybody.
We realize you have a
Thanks,
busy
guys.
lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Two great schools, two great programs, and welcome back, everybody. Enjoyed being out here again with you today at USJ, and hope you enjoyed the telecast of USJ and TCA Softball. Lions scoring the game for the Lady Lions, 2-5-1. Meanwhile, 4-5-1 for the USJ Bruins, who moved the record to 5-3, and the Lady Lions fall to 4-6. Leading off the game, Ayers had the home run for the Bruins, and that looked like that was going to be it for a while. And then the TCA Lady Lions had taken a run lead in the first of the RBI double by MJ Abernathy. They would later score on a Haley Lewis single in the fourth and take a 2-1 lead. And then the 3-run rally by USJ in the last inning, and they win the ball, or in the sixth inning, I should say, and they win the ball game 4-2. Today's game has been brought to you by some great folks that make it possible for us to be here. Remember, please support our advertisers who make Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz and the broadcast the high quality that they are. And they are just that. I was watching some of the Jackson Christian TCA baseball game during that break, and boy, what a great look that is. Without these advertisements, there would be no crews to bring you the broadcast. So be sure and get by and tell the folks that you appreciate them. Jackson State Community College, Jones Chevrolet, Blacksmith Restaurant. Remember, Thompson Smith Insurance, also Fleet Feet, Carlock Prestige, Red Hook Restaurant. Go in there and tell them that the BallGame Blitz sent you, and you get a free gift, by the way. Great American Sports, Aloha Pools, Jackson State Community College. We mentioned Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop, going all the way back to the late Bob Mitchell. Boy, what a great friend he's been to high school and college athletics in the years. McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Erickton Funeral Directors, Dynamics, and Bank of Jackson, and Grover King. You saw Grover's shot there with King Jewelers through the years as well. Well, USA wins the ball game. They win it 4-2. For Paul Schulte and Stephanie Jan and the gang, we appreciate the great work that they do. And it's, again, great to be with you today on the BallGame Blitz. So the final here, USJ wins it 4-2. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. For all the folks I just mentioned, God bless you and so long, everybody.